Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage, it's such a big game, is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Here's the second down play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Send the back in motion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Makes the grab, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks like he's going to run it. And the ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place, just the right time.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
The defense does a good job of being aggressive here and not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him, and instead of him throwing it away, he throws it against his body back into the teeth of the defense. I thought they might come up with a pick.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff to the back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Looking to throw it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
Quarterback, pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Powers through. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Alabama. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he make it to the marker? The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion. Handoff running right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Nice first down run here by this running back, and these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Handoff in a single back formation. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Trying to make it 3 straight. 3rd down conversion. They need a yard here. They'll try to run for the first down. Buckeyes are on the move here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Handoff heading left. Second down after that previous play. They'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. It's a run to the left. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And they're able to get him down. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
You know, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
We go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
This is really what separates a good running back from a...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pressure is coming. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left side. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And looking for a big play here. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
This one will be fair caught. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He lets it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Like the final play of the half coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. It. This game remains tied in the 2nd quarter. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's complete downfield. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
He makes the grab. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Same tailback, another carry. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made over the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And they will claim the second half lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. He bought some time, now lets it go. 4th down completion to the running back. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
They're going to run it here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Back's got it again. Running up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point try coming now. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll hand it off. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And here's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Thorne.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll run it to the left. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I'd take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump in front here in the 4th. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's James. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
So it's incomplete. Pass caught, but they rule him out of bounds. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. No huddle here for the offense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his back. Complete to the running back on his 4th down play. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance.
And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense really clicking.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. And he's brought down there.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Sticking with the running game. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And with that, they regain the lead. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.